Not all Israel is listening to the scriptures and actually doing it. Get that in Matthew chapter 5 and 17. Okay. Number one, you gotta be, he said if you got ears to hear, whoever has ears to hear, let them hear. All right. So the first qualification, you gotta be willing to listen to the word. And then the second thing, you have to apply yourself. And he was talking to Israelites when he made that statement. Keep reading.
Matthew chapter 5 verse 17.
Yep.
Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets.
Yep.
I come not to destroy, but to fulfill.
That's right. He came to fulfill. Now you get people that get that all twisted up. Oh, the Lord said the law is done away with. We ain't gonna deal with the law because Jesus, he done away with the law. Nah, he said it's not done away with because it's still prophecies referring to the Lord's second return that's mentioned in the first 5 books of Moses and the prophets in the Psalms. So it can't be done away with. He was just fulfilling his time or the scriptures when he came to save Israel. Keep reading. That's what it means he came to fulfill. Keep reading.
For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall not in no wise pass from the law.
Yep.
Till all be fulfilled.
So all the prophecies be fulfilled. Keep reading.
Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven.
Those are these guys we mentioned. All right, they teaching people to have contempt for the laws. Basically going back to what the Lord said in Matthew 24 verse 11 and 12. All right. They deceiving the people by saying, oh, you can this law, it ain't really mean this, you can do this or that. All right. Or the scriptures ain't saying that, it's saying this or that. And they not doing it. And they teaching y'all that. Making y'all what? Twofold childs of hell, man. Y'all gonna be destroyed if you follow them. Keep reading.
But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
And that goes back to who the Lord's brother and mother and sister is. Them that hear the word and do it. Go to Matthew's, basically Mark, Mark chapter 3 verse 33 through 35. Mark 3 and 33.
Mark chapter 3 verse 33.
Yeah.
And he answered them saying, who is my mother, who is my brethren? And he looked around on them which sat about him.
Yep.
And said, behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of the Most High, the same as my mother, the same as my brother, my sister, and my mother.
Go to Matthew 12, verse 48. You're going to find out who he was talking about, them that was sitting about. It was the disciples. Okay? And he told you, if you continue in my words, then ye are indeed my disciples. Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. That's John chapter 8. You can read that on your own. All right?
Matthew chapter 12, verse 48.
Yep.
But he answered and said unto him, and told him, who is my mother, who is my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand towards his disciples.
Yep.
And said, behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same as my brother, my mother, and my sister.
That's plain, man. That's plain. Them that do the will of the Father, them that hear the word and do it. And there's only a small amount that's going to take heed to the word and do it. And that's the elect. Okay? Go to, what's that in Luke 14? I think verse 25. The Lord said, this is the one where he said, he's speaking to the multitude. He said, if you don't hate your mother, your brother, and them.
Luke chapter 14, verse 26.
We start at verse 25.
Verse 25. And there went great multitudes with them.
Yeah, so you had a lot of people following the Lord because of the fame of him performing miracles. They wasn't really following him because of what he was teaching. They was basically following him because of the signs and wonders he was performing, basically signifying who he was. All right, basically you had a bunch of pretenders, man, and the Lord knew this. All right, keep reading.
And he turned and said unto them, if any man come to me, hate not his father or mother or wife or children and brethren and sisters, yea, even his own life, also he cannot be my disciple.
Now you hear that, you be like, yo, whoa. You know, but these guys saying that you're supposed to love everybody, man. You're supposed to just love all Israel. The Lord said you have to, that word hate really means to disregard. If they gonna become an obstacle or stumbling block to you following the Lord, you're supposed to disregard them if they trying to teach you or tell you to go astray of what the Lord commands you to do, man. And that even includes yourself, okay? Otherwise, you can't be a disciple of the Lord. Keep reading.
And whosoever doeth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple.
And you have a lot of people that don't want to bear the cross of the Lord. It's too heavy. Well, that's all right, man. You wasn't built to carry it anyway. Only the elect will be able to walk in the ways of the Lord, man. Not all Israel. Because not all Israel is willing